Hourglass is gaslighting us into thinking they're releasing new products. A new brand is on the market selling lip glosses inspired by STDs. And are these poisonous? The LH Cosmetics crayons? Because news in Sweden has been reporting some pretty damning things about these. Welcome to another week of new makeup releases. This is the series where every Friday we sit down and I chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced, and sneak peek. I let you know how I feel about them, if there's anything I want to purchase, if there's any big makeup news on the horizon, and then you let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I love reading your comments and I love reading your discussions down below, so don't hesitate to let us know how you feel about all of these things. I did film this makeup look. This is going to be this month's member exclusive tutorial that is going to be live this weekend on my channel. Can you believe we're heading into September? Absolutely bananas. It's crazy. I'm going to Maine next week together with a bunch of you. We're having our Maine retreat, me and Samantha March, and a bunch of you that are going to Maine as well. I also now have my trip up for Greece. That trip is happening next year in the end of May. So I will leave a link to that as well down below in the description box in case you're interested. And in Thursday's video, I did talk about the trip and I also talked about a bunch of other things. And I did one of the most amazing looks I've ever done on my channel. I love that look with a burning passion. So if you're looking for something that's a bright green look, that might be Thursday's video as well. But if you're a member, this look is coming this weekend. And if you're not a member, you can always read up about that in the description box or in the button next to the subscription button. It's a way to get some extra content from me. I'm doing old school tutorials and you get access to all the tutorials that I've ever done, including some member exclusive emojis that you can use in the comments in case you're interested. I feel like I want to scoochie to the side because I feel like there's some, I feel like twice in a row. Someone come get me. The language police is coming to get me. But I have a sneaking suspicion that some of the things that we're going to be talking about in today's episode, you're going to have some thoughts about them. Let's start with the Hourglass Holiday palettes. Last week, we talked about a palette that I thought was going to be a holiday palette. It looked like that. And it seems like it was just like a limited edition pop-up Barney's thingamabob. But now that you see the three palettes that are going to be the holiday palettes for this year, plus that limited edition palette that they released for Barney's, let me actually put up a picture of some of the holiday palettes that they've had from before. I swear they're gaslighting us into thinking that they're releasing new palettes. They are so similar. They're so similar to everything they've ever released, and I stand firm in the thoughts that I had about this last week, which is if you have one, you have them all. You don't need another. They are so similar to each other and they're all the same bronzer, highlighter, blushes kind of a thing, and they're all so similar in the way that they're made. And at this point, and I felt like this 2 years ago and they're still going strong, there has got to be something else they can do for holiday. I feel like they're going down the Becca champagne pop road. Like, is this the only trick you have? It's like a one-trick pony, but take it to the extreme. Is this really the only thing that we can see from Hourglass come holidays? Them just re-releasing the same palette year after year after year, because these palettes, I mean, the only thing that's different is the front of the palettes. The inside, like, why aren't you just releasing limited edition empty palettes and we can just pop our own stuff in? Because the powders are the same. Fight me, cash me outside. The powders are the same. The outside packaging is the one that changes. Just let us buy the packaging and be done with it. I don't get this at all. But yeah, this is the holiday 2024 collection. It is, oh my god, I love this. Makeup on your radar, you're trying, and I think this is very smartly written. This will be 3 palettes, probably in the well-known 6-pan format. Oh, it's well-known. We are well aware of how this format looks. Usually the holiday collections from more mainstream brands, you know, the ones you find at Ulta, the ones you find at Sephora. I'm not talking about indie brands. I'm not talking about smaller brands. Those bigger brands that have more cogwheels that needs to kind of work out for them to release something. They have probably had their holiday things in stock or like in their warehouses since summer, because they cannot afford delays in a way that maybe a small brand can, because they can make more snug turns and just pivot in a way that a big brand can't. So a lot of these mainstream brands, you're gonna see their holiday releases now. They're gonna hit the stores in September. It just is what it is. Something else that released, and this is from Makeup by Mario. This is the Surrealskin Setting Collection, and it is a setting powder. This is a loose setting powder, and then there is a soft setting spray, and then it is a Pro Puff. $18 for the puff. Oof, that's a little pricey. I mean, not that Makeup by Mario is not a pricey brand, but that is a little pricey. I am kind of intrigued with this, but I also saw Kelly Gooch try this powder and she didn't seem wowed by it. So maybe I'm not getting this one. This one actually isn't released yet. She apparently got it in PR. So this is coming in September 1st. So that's when this one will be coming in. I'm interested, but also less interested after seeing Kelly's video. I definitely don't need another setting spray. I need a new setting spray like I need a hole in my head. I don't need a new setting spray. I need to use up at least, okay, I am gonna use up at least 3 setting sprays before I am allowing myself to buy one. We are on a 3 out, 1 in. That's where we are with setting sprays, because I don't use them enough to warrant having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in front of me. 10 in front of me. Madness. This one I really want to get. This one released in Asia first, and this is from Maybelline, and this is the Teddy Soft Lip Tint. A lip tint. I'm so into the matte lips. I'm so into the matte lips again. This is a matte lip tint that has a 12-hour of long-lasting blurred matte lip look, and it seems like you can build it up, which is something that I want. I know some people want the sheer blurred wash of color. I want a more substantial color. I never left 2016. My makeup style is still back there, living her best life. So I like that these are buildable, and they come in 10 different shades, and these are going to be available in other parts as well. These kind of like blurry tints are very popular in Asia. I guess it makes sense for them to release them there first, but I'm happy to see that they're at least coming here. And I want to get at least 1 color, maybe 2. There is an orange. I think these look delicious. Definitely getting these. Here's something that I'm not gonna get, because at the same time that I'm very into an opaque lip, I have so many good options right now if I want to have a creamy or a satin or a shiny lip. So I definitely don't need to buy more options. I mean, I don't need to buy anything, but I'm not interested in buying stuff like that. But this is the new lip product from YSL. YSL have been releasing lip products like their life depends on it. They have released at least 5 formulas this year, maybe more. And I don't want to say I'm shocked, but like they must be doing really well with their lips, because they are releasing and re-releasing and reformulating and just banging out lip colors like there's no tomorrow. So this one is the, like I said, Inks Vinyl Cream. It is a mirror shine color lacquer, over time bouncier lips. It's supposed to be like, you know, skincare infused, blah 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 blah. 7 shades, and I am not looking for a, because usually when they say vinyl lips, they mean super shiny but still a lot of color. I like that, but I don't need something new like that. And usually those vinyl lips are too shiny, because I don't like an opaque lip gloss. I like a satin or a glossy lipstick, but I don't want super glossy and super opaque. The same way that some people don't want super matte and super opaque, I don't want a pigmented lip gloss. When I hear people say that, I'm like, don't want that. And I'm thinking that this is a pigmented lip gloss, and I'm not interested in that. So I'm gonna stay clear of that one. Also, we did talk about this some weeks ago, but now we've seen some more pictures, and I will say the promo pictures for this looks so good. Like, doesn't this look so good? And this is the Peanuts Halloween collection with Profusion. This one is available now, and the promo pictures look so cute. Some people have been able to spot these early at their local Walmarts, but I think that this looks very cute. Do I need it? Do I want it? No and no. But I still think it looks very cute. I'm not I'm not gonna buy a lot of makeup right now. I am about to head into my busiest travel season of this year. I am going to Australia with my husband. He's having a conference there and we're gonna stay there for a long time. And then I'm going straight from Australia. Yes, you heard that correctly. I will be flying from Australia to Greece to meet Samantha March there and have the trip that she's having with her subscribers in Greece. I am gonna be gone for 4 weeks. So the last thing I need is to be buying a lot of makeup right now. It just doesn't make sense. Another thing that is coming, and this one is already available, and this is the collaboration between Mean Girls and Makeup Revolution. And I think sometimes Makeup Revolution gets it, and a lot of the time they don't, but I actually think that this collection looks kind of cute. The color story is pretty on point. The packaging is not too over the top. The collection is not too big. It isn't like, sometimes they really do be going in and they'll have like 50 different things. This one I think has like 10 things, and some of it is accessories as well, which I think that people really like. And it's not 100 million palettes either, because sometimes they'll do a collab. You remember the Friends collab? How many palettes did they have in the Friends collab? Like 6, 7 eyeshadow palettes? That was too much. This one has 1 palette. That's enough, and I think that that's pretty cool. There's a couple of lip glosses. There is a brush set. There is a blender, headband, loose powder. Oh, a pink loose powder? I mean, that could be cool, I guess. So honestly, I think this is smart. And they're doing a mouse headband, you know, from the Halloween scene. That is one of those that you can put in your head to like get your hair out of your face. I think that's pretty smart. The accessories is well thought out. This collection is well thought out. If you love Mean Girls, this could be cool. I don't know why we're doing a Mean Girls collab now, but I guess it makes sense for them. Also, if you're ordering from the Makeup Revolution US website, you can use my code and you can get some money off. If I have a code, I'll pop it up once we're talking about the brand where you can get a bit of a discount. Remember, with those websites, you don't have to use my code, but make sure to use somebody's code so that you can get some money off your order. Also, thank you so much. I forgot to say, thank you so much all the love and support that you gave my launch with Singe Beauty. I talked about it last Friday, and it did launch last Friday. We released some blushes. I am wearing the Persistent Persimmon today, the orange one for this monochromatic look, clearly because I love an orange look. Thank you so much for the love, the support. I try to be as prepared as possible for this launch, and usually my warehouse will send out orders within I think it's like 36 hours, 48 hours or something. It goes out quickly, but we actually got so many more orders than we were prepared for, so it did take an extra 24 hours before we got all the orders out. But all the orders were sent out on Wednesday, so check your tracking if you haven't looked at it yet. Thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot. It makes me feel very good about upcoming launches because I of course have a lot of stuff planned for the future. To see that you were this excited about blush, it makes me excited to keep continuing to produce things. And yeah, just I'm overwhelmed with the love. It makes me very happy. So thank you so much for that. I just wanted to mention that, and I will leave a link to that down below as well in case you did miss it. Also, we're having the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I don't like doing videos about stuff that I wouldn't watch myself. And I will say, when it comes to Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, what I have done as of late is that I've just shared on my Instagram and on my community tab if there is a day when I think that there is like a good offer. Because I think a lot of the days with the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, they just put the same thing on sale again and again. There's always a MAC Fix Plus. There's always a Tarte mascara and a Tarte concealer. There's always some IT Cosmetics brushes. There's always like some kind of a lip product from MAC. There's always the same things again and again and again, and it just ends up being a little tiresome. It seems like they're gonna have the About Face foundation for sale this year and the Benefit blushes. I didn't love the About Face foundation. I thought it was very patchy and it didn't wear good on me, but a lot of people really like it. But again, I told you, it's gonna be a MAC lipstick. There's gonna be actually the Fenty liquid lipsticks, and they're also gonna have some KVD Beauty. Is that still around? That's one of those brands where I'm like, you okay? How are we doing over there? Are we okay? But there's gonna be some things on sale where I think like, oh, that could be a good deal. But then there are also some things on sale where I'm like, oh, this has been on sale every year for like 10 years. So If I have a good deal that I want to talk about, I'll share it and remind you like this is happening today. But last year, I think I only made, I think, not last year, like not a sale, the one that was this spring, I think I only made one order, and it was to buy a couple of more of the ABH lip liners because I think that those are really good. I just don't think that this is an exciting sale. Yes, you get 50% off, but they decide what product. I would rather get 20% off a product I can choose myself than 50% off a product that they tell me that I can buy. I know that's just me, but that's how I feel. I do see though that they're gonna have 50% off the Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream, and I will say that is a cream that I really love. I got it in PR, I loved it, I used it up, I bought a new one myself, and I am halfway through that one too. I don't think I'm gonna repurchase that one now, simply because I have other like moisturizers that I want to get through as well. But if you're looking for a good moisturizer, that one is really good. I use it both nighttime and daytime. It's moisturizing enough to be a night cream, but it's also gel-like and light enough to not totally clog me up throughout the day. So I think that one is a great one if I'm gonna give you any recommendations. I think that this sneak peeked, and I'm not 100% sure if they wanted this to sneak peek, but this was put up, this wasn't leaked in the way that like, was it? I'm trying to justify me showing it, but I want to talk about it because so many people have shown it. It's everywhere. It's not like I am the one sharing the news here, but one department store put up the Sigma Beauty and Disney's Ariel, Little Mermaid. I keep saying that wrong. It's the Little Mermaid. I don't know why I'm saying that wrong, but they're doing a collab, and I will say I didn't know about this collab, but I don't think that Sigma was ready to put it out there, but a department store literally just put up the entire collection on the website. So here we are. This is what it looks like. So there's going to be a palette, a mini brush set with a pouch. There's going to be, I think, a lip gloss set, right? Oh, it's a lip set. So it's a lip cream, it's a lip oil. Oh, 2 lip oils and a lip cream. Okay, suddenly very intrigued by that one. Then there's the highlighter, which is in a seashell shaped compact. I think that's genius. That's such a collector piece. I think a lot of people are gonna hold on to that because they like the packaging so much. And then there is the blush as well. It's a vibrant pink matte. I think it looks cute. I think the palette has some color in there. Is it the exact colors that I am looking for? I don't know about that, but I do like that I think there's like a shimmery white and a matte black. I'm sure that I'm going to be able to do something really fun with this palette. It is pretty colorful, and I enjoy the Sigma eyeshadow formula. I know specifically for the last palette that they did, they had reformulated their shimmer formula to make it even more like spectacular, and I think that's really smart because it wasn't bad before, but now it's really, really nice in the Cool Neutrals one. So I'm interested to see if they're carrying on that formula to this palette as well. I do have a code with Sigma, and I do usually get their stuff in PR, so let me know what you would like me to do with this one. I think overall, and you've seen this with me, I've been like steering away from like dedicated reviews, and I think I'm gonna do that even more in the future and just do it with stuff that I like when I have time to really devote myself to it, or like yesterday's video on Thursday when I have extra time and I just am in the mood to do something, because I feel like I remember like 2016, 17 YouTube, where you would literally stress yourself to death trying to be one of the first people on YouTube to get something up, and it's not worth it. The stress, the lack of sleep, it's not worth it. It's really not. And I'm trying to be kinder to myself, and I also think that like you are not that deadly interested in that either if you're like the first one with something. So I'm trying to be smarter with my time and kinder to me and my stress levels. So I don't know if I'm gonna do a dedicated one, but maybe I'll do like a dedicated reel or something. Do you want me to upload more shorts on YouTube? Because for a while people were like, no shorts, we hate them, we don't want to see them. But now recently I've seen people saying like, why don't you upload your shorts to YouTube? And for a while the algorithm was a little bit broken with YouTube and they weren't able to totally like intermingle, but I think they're doing better with that right now. So are you totally against it, or do you want to see it? Because I've been getting mixed signals and I would love to hear your thoughts about this. I don't see when this is officially launching, but I'm sure it'll be up on the Sigma website real soon. Oh, don't mind me, I just took a 20-minute break looking at book posts. Okay, I was sending posts about Fourth Wing to Ali. We have dirty minds. Also, thank you so much if you've been interacting with the few things I've been doing about books on Instagram. It means a lot to me. Books have been always a part of my life. I've been reading since I was, well, super small, but like I've been constantly reading like fiction since I was like 8. And to be able to share it with you and see you be excited about it has actually made me think that I might redo my lifestyle channel to be a little bit more about books. Let me know if you're interested. I know some of you really are, but I would love to hear your thoughts and be kind. But yes, I'm very into books and I read quite a lot. Ooh, I wanted to let you know about this one. I know a bunch of you are waiting for the restock of the Ghost Town by Nomad Cosmetics and the, what is it called? The Haunted Europe. That's the one. That's the palettes we see here. They are restocking September 4th, and you can use my code and get some money off. I will leave a link to that down below, and I'll try and remember to remind you when it's happening as well, because I know so many of you have been dying to get these two back just in time for spooky season. So if you were interested in these, mark it in your calendars. They're restocking September 4th. Moira is releasing a blush that feels very inspired by the blushes from Merit. And I first didn't love the blushes from Merit. I think I just got the wrong color because I was like, this is not pigmented enough, doesn't show up on my skin. And then I got one that was a little darker and I love it. And that only shows that the right color really matters for you to get the right one. And this one from Moira, these are $8.50 each, or don't get the bundle. $86 for 12 blushes. Don't. I'm looking at you right now. You right there. I see you. I see you thinking that you need 12 new blushes. You don't. You don't. Yes, it is a savings, but $86 is still $86 and you don't need 12 blushes. If you are dying to get these, pick out a few. Pick out a few. You're fine. You do not need 12. I'm letting you know as a friend. Somebody needs to be that friend. I am the enabler friend, but I'm also the friend that's like, no, absolutely not. And I will say that about blushes, about dresses, and about men. And I will tell them as well. Absolutely not. You can leave. Your presence is no longer wanted. But these are available right now. I don't think I will be picking any of these up right now because right now I'm clearly so in love with my own blushes and I'm so in love with the idea that I can now use them openly and not have to like be all, you know, sneaky. I'm not good at being sneaky. I'm really not. I just want to spill all my secrets. So I am still basking in my own blushes, but I'm sure that I'm gonna, of course, try out more blushes in the future. So I think I'm gonna opt out for right now, but I like the color scheme of these. They look really nice. Another thing that honestly got me really excited, and I don't know what part I am excited about. I like the compact of these new Gucci Glow Powder Gel highlighters. I love that they're called Powder Gel, which sounds very sophisticated and sexy, and I'm loving the name of that. And I love the color scheme of these. Dark, almost rusty brown, but like dark, almost like a reddish chocolate. Then there's a white, a lavender, a champagne, and one that looks like a mauve beige. It's just a very unusual color story for highlighters, and I gotta say, I'm kind of living for it. I might pick this up. It's coming September 2nd. Okay, so they are describing them as, they're only describing 4 shades here. Soft champagne, pearl lilac, champagne gold, rose bronze. But there's clearly 5. Clearly there's 5. Okay, they're not describing the darkest shade. It's like a cherry chocolate. I'll do it for you, Gucci. You're welcome. I actually have this one downstairs, but I haven't like fully unpacked it yet. And it is from Rare Beauty. And they are doing a collaboration with Only Murders in the Building, which is a series that I haven't seen. But Selena Gomez is in the show, and I'm guessing that it's inspired by maybe what she's wearing in the show. So there are some new colors. And I think the blush is the one that is new. It is the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush in Resilience. It says that it's the Sept exclusive, and it's like a soft, like almost reddish brown, but not too dark. And then there is the Soft Pinch Tinted Lip Oil in the Light. And I actually don't love the lip oils because I think they're more a They're a glossy lip stain where the gloss only lasts for a couple of minutes and then it's a stain. Not my favorite, but the blush looks really, really pretty, so I'm definitely going to be trying that one out. And then it is a mini puffy tote keychain in Merlot. I think that's cute. Keychains are having a moment. We are very much into, again, the early 2000s of decorating our bags, decorating our keychains, making little charms on our bags to make them personal and our own. And I do think that that's very cute. A lot of designer brands are doing them, but like very expensively, but you can do your own versions. And I think it's pretty cute to have like a tote charm on a tote. I think that's cute. ABH is releasing a volumizing tinted brow gel. This is a lightweight, buildable formula for soft, natural finish, which doesn't sound exactly like what I want. I want the crusty glue, like zombie apocalypse resistant brow gel. That's the finish that I'm looking for. If it says it's like tornado proof, I'm like, yes, sign me the fluff up. I'm absolutely into that. This one does say though that it's water resistant and long lasting for up to 24 hours, adds color and volume, quick drying formula, versatile color range. I could be into trying this for sure, but I am looking for something that's a little bit more crusty. Listen, if you describe your brow gel as crusty or like glue, I am into that. Very much into that. Do really love the color range though of the ABH brow products. So I feel like this is one of those things, I'll look at it in store and if it seems promising, I'll pick it up. Another thing that is coming for Halloween, and this is Wet n Wild doing a collab with Nightmare Before Christmas. And this, oh my god, I'm almost like revealing myself. The main reason why I don't shop from Wet n Wild, I think this one is available in store already, I don't like their packaging. For me, how the packaging feels when I hold it in my hand is very important for me. And there is a difference between plastic and plastic. And good, nice feeling, sturdy plastic is expensive. And then there is the kind of plastic that, honestly, not the new ColourPop packaging, but the old ColourPop plastic packaging, the old Makeup Revolution packaging, the plastic packaging that Wet n Wild still has, it's not good. It's not great. It feels cheap. It feels like it's gonna break. It feels like it's gonna scratch easily. I just don't love it. And it doesn't matter how much I've liked the formula with Wet n Wild. It's never been so good that I can see past their product packaging. And I think that's because I have so much good makeup. So nothing from Wet n Wild has ever been better. It's been as good as. But then I can just keep the one that's as good as in a better packaging. So for me, that's the main reason why I don't shop Wet n Wild. I know it seems super snobby, but when you have as much makeup as I do, why would I buy something that has a quality to it that I know I won't enjoy? I know I won't like it. And if they change it, listen, I'm all in. I will try it for sure. I know it's not going to be for me. Something else that I've actually never tried, and I realized when I went to Sephora last weekend together with my husband, he loved it, that Westman Atelier has gotten a really big gondola at my, I want to say local Sephora, but like the Sephora that I usually go to, which is at Domain, by the way, in Austin. That's usually the one I go to. But this time I actually went to the one that was at the Arboretum, and they had a big gondola with Westman Atelier, and I was like, huh. And it was like at the entrance as well, and I was like, okay, is this brand poppin'? And I just don't understand because it is so expensive. This is going to be a concealer, and this is the same, like, this is a luxury price point. It's $48 for a concealer. I just think that's a lot. I'm not against paying extra to get a really good product. I just haven't really, and even when I look at the products in real life, because I've been able to look at Westman Atelier several times, even when I lived in Sweden, I saw it in store, I just haven't been wooed enough to be wanting to try it. I just think that I do see sometimes, not always, sometimes you can find affordable makeup that is as good as mid-range and high-end. Personally, I have better luck with mid-range and high-end. It's very rare that I find something that I'm like, ugh, this sucks when it's mid-range or high-end. It does happen though, when I try drugstore or more affordable, that I'm like, this is just not a good product. It's not even worth its price. With luxury, it's usually never as much better that I think that like you couldn't have just gone with like a Fenty or a Huda or a something else. I just never think that those extra like $15-20 is worth that. It usually goes into packaging. That's just my opinion. I know not everybody agrees. And like I said, I am snobby about packaging, but I'm not that snobby about packaging. So I think for me, I'm going to opt out. But I was kind of surprised to see that. I'm like, is this brand just hyped and I just didn't know how hyped it actually was? Because I saw the gauntlet. I was like, oh, there you are. Front center. I guess you're popular. The it crowd. Morphe is releasing a dual-ended cream and liquid shadow stick. I think this is a smart release for Morphe. They're getting themselves into some of those more indie formulas because the liquid side is going to be one of those flaky dual chrome, multi-chrome kind of a pigment thing. I don't know how much these are going to be. They come in 7 different colors. It's going to be like a Morphe price tag still, but an eyeshadow crayon is still very popular. Those like flaky eye toppers, still pretty popular. Think like the Nessa Myrix. This one might have less of that expensive pigment though in it because Morphe has said at a different price range than the Nessa Myrix is. But it's a great way to try something like that out. And if you don't want to spend like the higher price tag on it, do I need something like this? No, because I have the indie version. So I don't need to get the drugstore version of an indie product because I know, because the pigments are very expensive, that you just simply cannot do a really affordable version of something like that without skimping on the amount of pigment that you put in. So for me, I think I'm good. I think I'm okay, unless this is like a $25 product. If it is, then maybe. But overall, it's not the kind of product that I'm looking for, but I do think it's a smart release for the brand. I think this is the kind of product that could be viral on TikTok, which honestly is what Morphe needs at this point. I love these sets, but I think I'm gonna skip this one specifically, but this is the Sephora Favorites perfume sampler sets. Oh my god, again, whoa, what am I doing? I love these sets. So you buy, and this one you actually do get a pouch with it, and it's filled with perfume samplers, and it has a coupon in it, and you try all the perfume samplers, you decide which one is your favorite, and then you take the coupon and you exchange it for a full size of the perfume you like the most, of the samplers that you have. So basically you're buying a perfume, but you're also giving yourself, you're buying the opportunity to try them all out and decide which one is your favorite. And usually the set costs less than the most of these perfumes would full size. And of course, like some of these samples, you can use them for quite a bit and get a good use out of them. And they're also really nice to put into your purse. And it's $95, and I think most of the scents that are in here are gonna be more than $95 when you buy it, but then you can decide which one you think are the best. And I've been trying some of these out since I moved here, and I really like them. I gave my husband one as well, and he picked out his favorite scent. These have been so fun, and I see quite a few scents in here that are new scents, like the Tom Ford Cafe Rose, the Kayali Vanilla Rock Candy Sugar. I also see the Charlotte Tilbury More Sex, and then we have some stuff here that I think people will be really interested in trying, like the Fenty one. We also have the Kilian Paris Princess and the Replica Lacy Sunday. And then there are some stuff here that are almost classics at this point, like the Fleur Missing Person. And also I saw that they had the Jo Malone London English Pear and Freesia. And yeah, the Burberry Her, the Caroline Herrera Good Girl. Like there's a couple ones in here. I think everyone will find something in here that they really want. Personally, I have a couple of these already, and I'm not gonna do a gamble and hope that I like any of the other ones, but I will say this is a great gift. You're giving them the gift of a perfume, but you're also giving them the opportunity to pick out their perfect one. These are amazing gifts if you're looking to gift something to someone who loves beauty, but it's kind of hard to buy the perfect thing to, because you might end up buying them something that they already have or that they're not gonna like. Vive has released the Skin Nova Complexion Balm. This is $39, which honestly is pretty good price for a complexion balm from a brand. It's not an indie brand, but it's not like, it's not, Vive isn't like a big brand. It's not an indie brand. She does have people backing her financially, but I still feel like $39, 20 shades for a skin balm from a brand that's not even, it's not a drugstore brand. I think that's pretty good. And I will say, just looking at the range of the shades here, looks like a pretty good good gradient, because it's not about coming up with 100 shades. It's about having a good gradient between the shades and the undertones. So I think that this looks pretty good. This one is available now. This has a medium to buildable coverage and second skin finish with a healthy looking complexion. It says that it can be built up but also sheared down for customizable coverage. That does seem nice. Speaking of luxury products where I'm like, I don't know if I need to spend this much money to get a good liquid highlighter. And this is from Armani, and this is part of the Luminous Silk family. This is the Aqua Highlighter. It is a pearly illuminating fluid with a natural blend, blah, 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 blah. Comes in a bunch of different shades. I'm sure this is great. I'm sure this is beautiful. Apparently it's already available in Europe. It's coming here soon. I don't think that this is a bad release for them. It seems to make sense. They had a blush and now they're having a highlighter. They had a bronzer, which was meh. It was okay. It's not my favorite. I just have liquid highlighters that I like the one from Vive. I like the one from Vive. I think that one is really nice. I just don't think I need another one, especially I'm guessing the price tag is going to be like $60 or something. That would not surprise me. So I think I'm going to opt out. One highlighter that I am intrigued by though, and I just saw this picture. This one is from Hindash, and Hindash has been like alluding to that they're releasing something. They have not released something in a really hot minute. And if there's one thing that I really respect, it is brands that only release something when they have something to say. When they have something, they're like, listen, this is what we wanted to release. We're not releasing something because we should. We're releasing something because we're ready. And it seems like they are releasing highlighters. This says maximum shimmer dimension for the face, eyes, and body. I think this is going to be a finely milled shimmer formula that you can use. Yeah, face, eyes, and body. The colors here look beautiful. I didn't love the highlighter formula from Hindash. I thought the formulations of the lipstick and the lip liner, was it a lip liner? It was a lipstick at least. That one I liked. I didn't love the color. And then the fluids, I tried the shimmery one. I thought that one was really beautiful. I didn't love the formulation of the eyeshadows because I don't love something that is not opaque enough for me. I like something that's more opaque than that. But this, definitely interested. It says 3 universal companion compacts. We're gonna have to talk more about this next week, but yeah, I can already tell you that I'm very, very intrigued by this. I will be trying this one out. I also saw that Kosas is releasing a shade extensions of their powders. So this is the Cloud Set Baked Setting and Smoothing. Oh my god, that's so long. And they're releasing it in buttery, candy, and peachy. And I think I've heard so many good things about this powder, and I'm kind of like, do I want to try this? Because they're now coming out with more shades, and I've heard people use this and really enjoy this, and I felt it in store and it felt really nice. The one thing about Kosas though is I've been very unlucky with how long their products have lasted on me. Like, they've just gone bad. I've had bronzers and lip liners just go bad on me. Like, the expiration date has not really been super truthful. But then I've had stuff that I've heard other people, like the concealer. I heard people say that their concealer have gone bad. Mine has been around for years, honestly. I probably should declutter it, and it's still good. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't act weird. So they seem to be a little inconsistent in that, but I am intrigued by this powder and I do enjoy this shade extension, so I'm putting that in the maybe pile. Let's talk about the lip glosses. This is by rapper, I think she's a rapper, Sexy Red, and she is releasing it says her own beauty brand, but I am gonna say that I see this more as merch than it like an actual like beauty brand. And I say I was gonna say I say that with love. I don't. I say that with a pinch of side eye, because this is called Northside Princess, the first launch, and I am guessing, I don't think that this is going to be a fully flushed out beauty brand, is the revamped X-rated themed lip glosses. And I showed my husband this, and his first reaction was, there is a difference between being tongue-in-cheek, just trying to be a little raunchy, and he was even giving NARS as a suggestion, and I agree with him. The deep throat, the orgasm, like stuff like that, it's raunchy, it's on the nose, it's a little bit like almost like sexually explicit. But then we have these, and I don't even think that I can show you the names of these because they're that much. They are that much that I think I will be, I actually think that I will be demonetized if I do. But I can read you my comment that I did for this when I saw this at Point Click Vibes. And this comment has 93 likes. Seems like a lot of people are agreeing with me. And it is, what in the OnlyFans but from Wish are these names? It is not tongue-in-cheek. It is not sexy. It is not on the edge. It is so far past the edge that you're just literally mid-air at this point. It is too much. Too much. One of the shades is literally named after an STD. No. No. It is disgusting. That's what it is. It's not funny. It's like, you know, that weird, disgusting little brother of your friend that just had these disgusting jokes that only he laughed at. He named these shades. You know, it's when people make like all of these weird, inappropriate jokes and you're just like cringing and hoping they'll stop. That's what this release is. I don't understand. It's so weird. If you want to see more, you look it up. I really don't want to. Let's end with talking about the crayons, because I actually did not know about this, and I am thinking that maybe you didn't either, because this has been reported in Swedish media and on Swedish newspapers. LH Cosmetics, which is a Swedish makeup brand that is sold in the US as well. They're sold to, I think they're at Harrods in the UK. I think they are at Beauty Bay, but you can ship them to the US, and they are shipping worldwide. They are a Swedish brand and they're owned by Swedish celebrity makeup artist Linda Hallberg, and I really enjoy Linda Hallberg and I really enjoy LH Cosmetics, and I honestly do think that this is an honest mistake, but I also will say it left me thinking about my pens. So there is in the news, and this has been in the news in Sweden, and it says, for almost 3 years, LH Cosmetics has known that their makeup pen that's called the crayon has been containing a poisonous substance. What they have been saying is that they were going to sell out the ones that they had, but the chemical inspection in Sweden is disagreeing and saying that no, you just have to get rid of them. It has one of the, in Sweden we would call it PFAS. I'm wondering, PFAS? One of those. It's perfluoroalkyl dimethicone, which is a PFAS, and it's been in these pens, but they have been reformulated since, and it says here since 2020. And it says here that already in November 2021, they were given a warning by the chemical inspection that their pens were containing this substance, and they then said that they did not agree that this was a dangerous substance. And then in the beginning of 2024, the chemical inspection got in contact with them again and said that like, no, you actually do have to stop selling this one. And then LH Cosmetics told them that they were just going to sell out of the ones that they had, but The chemical inspection did not agree about this. They're like, no, you actually cannot sell any of these anymore. And if any of your resellers have this pen, you have to recall them. So what has happened is that the 28th of May this year, they actually filed a police report against them. I'm saying this in words because I don't know the Swedish equivalent really. And they were fined, I think they were fined 25,000 Swedish crowns, which is not that much money. It's like $2,500. It's for a brand, it's not that much because they didn't recall the products immediately. And LH Cosmetics has said that this was an honest mistake and that they didn't understand that this was not only about newly produced products, but also about the products that they already had. And that's why they thought that they were able to sell the ones that they had out. And it says that they have reformulated the crayons since 2020 and that they were not aware that they were breaking the law, and that they will of course be, and the pens have already been, they're gone from the website. So what I'm thinking though is I don't know which one of these are the new formulation and which ones are the old ones. And now I'm like, should I be using these? How do I know if it's an old one or a new one? Because I don't know that. Just looking at the pen, I don't, because I don't have the packaging left. And it makes me like, am I supposed to get rid of them? Like, I don't understand. And I also think that when it comes to a lot of these things, when it's a Swedish brand, of course, it's being reported in the biggest newspaper in Sweden, and everyone in Sweden is going to see this. They're going to look at their crayons and they're going to be like, maybe I should get rid of these because I don't know if these are new or old. And I have no idea if mine are new or old. But I don't know if anyone is going to report about this outside of Sweden, because it is a Swedish agency that has put in, well, a police report, the lack of a better word, and has fined a Swedish company. I don't know if that news is ever going to reach outside of Sweden. So I'm just letting you know, if you have any of the LH Cosmetics pens and you know for a fact that they are before 2020, they're already a little bit too old because they're 4 years old. But this is your cue to get rid of them, because apparently they do contain that PFAS substance that is not allowed to be in makeup, at least in Europe. So this is just a public service announcement from someone that reads both American and Swedish newspapers. So I hope that that was helpful in any ways. This is not me trying to be hateful towards LH Cosmetics. I love LH Cosmetics and I love Linda Hallberg. I just have not heard anyone talk about this. Okay, that was everything that I wanted to talk about this week. As I said, this makeup look will be live this weekend for members. I hope you're having an amazing, amazing weekend. I will try my very best. Next week, I am gonna be in Maine and I'm so excited to be hanging out with you again. Don't forget to check the description box for more info, and I will see you soon in a new video. Bye!